Kash Patel may be running the FBI, but his love life isn't exactly classified.
The answers you guys want, you pretty much have them.
In fact, it sparked a lot of conversation and some controversy. Why? Well, Patel is 45, and his girlfriend, country singer Alexis Wilkins, is just 26. Yep, that's a 19-year gap, and people definitely noticed. So, how did these two cross paths? Believe it or not, it all started at a conservative ReAwaken America event back in October 2022. Now, these events are usually a mix of political talks, speeches, and networking, not exactly the place where you'd expect romance to bloom. But fate clearly had other plans. It was a mutual friend who brought them together. And what started as polite conversation about public service gradually became something more personal. Still, the sparks didn't officially turn into dating until January 2023.
I have always liked, when I met him, I just liked that he was so honest. He's exactly who he is all the time. His character is incredible. His values are incredible.
By early that year, the couple made their relationship public. They started showing up together at political gatherings, smiling side by side. But it was Patel's Senate confirmation hearing that really put them in the spotlight. Alexis was seated right behind him the whole time, and her quiet support sent a strong message.
My beautiful girlfriend Alexis is here. Yes, I agree.
That moment also put an end to all the wild rumors about Patel supposedly having a secret wife. But of course, once you step into the public eye, speculation follows, and Alexis has faced her fair share. Some online voices started spinning bizarre conspiracy theories about her, and let's just say they weren't flattering. People on social media even began labeling her a honeypot, a word often tied to spies who use relationships as a way to gain influence. Alexis didn't take that lightly. She admitted she had to block that very word from her Instagram comments because of the constant harassment. She also pointed out the obvious. She was with Patel long before his FBI role, so any idea that she was playing some elaborate long game didn't add up.
Things Twisted is not only very confusing, very out of left field for me, but also incredibly disheartening.
But let's rewind for a second, because while the drama has been loud, the couple has been quietly building a future together. When asked if an engagement is on the horizon, Alexis simply said, "We're on a good path." Sounds like wedding bells might not be too far away, right? She even added that after months of chaos in the political spotlight, the two of them finally had a chance to just live life a little more normally.
All of this was not on my bingo card, but here we are.
And beyond politics, Alexis has her own career. She's not just known as Kash Patel's girlfriend. She's a country music singer with nearly 500,000 streams on her song Quite Like Whiskey. So yeah, she's carving out her own lane. Now, about that age gap, Alexis didn't shy away from addressing it. In her words, there are a lot of people in this administration with age differences. She even joked that if you spent just a couple minutes talking to her, you probably wouldn't imagine her dating a 26-year-old. So it's always made a lot of sense to us and our friends and everyone around us, and there's really no need to justify things like that. Clearly, Alexis isn't losing any sleep over what people think, and she was right. Age gaps like hers aren't unusual in the Trump administration, as seen in Caroline Leavitt's relationship.
It's a significant age difference, right? Well, how many years?
I believe it's 18.
Okay. All right, not as big as Caroline Leavitt.
Caroline Leavitt is making history as the youngest White House press secretary ever, just 27, and already speaking on behalf of the president.
Definitely never imagined this, but I love my job.
But while her career is on fire, her personal life, well, let's just say it raises a few eyebrows. Caroline is married to Nicholas Riccio, and here's the kicker. They have a 32-year age gap. Yep, 32. She was around 24 when they met in 2022, and he was about 56.
I met my husband during my congressional campaign. A mutual friend of ours hosted an event at a restaurant that he owns up in New Hampshire and invited my husband, and I was speaking, and we met, we were acquainted as friends, and then we fell in love, as you said.
They tied the knot 3 years later, just days before Trump's second inauguration in January 2025. And in between all that, in July 2024, they welcomed a baby boy named Nicholas Robert Riccio, who they call Nico.
Obviously, the birth of my child is the best moment of my life and forever will be.
Now, Caroline isn't pretending their relationship is traditional.
I can't date him. He's 59 or
Yes,
57.
of course. I mean, it's very atypical love story.
And honestly, that might be putting it lightly. For starters, she's admitted that she and Rico are total opposites. He's an introvert, complete opposite of me, she once wrote on Instagram. Now, sure, opposites attract, we've all heard that one, but being on totally different ends of the personality spectrum can get tricky. Relationship experts actually say that if one person is too extroverted and the other too introverted, it might cause friction. It's all about balance and, most importantly, communication. If they're not talking through those differences regularly, things can easily go sideways.
Gotta speak your truth. It's the only way, I believe.
And then there's the whole social media thing. Caroline is all over it, posting updates, sharing milestones, and even gushing over her husband online. But Riccio, he doesn't even have social media. She once shared, "I respect his privacy on here." And honestly, that's a good thing. Respecting boundaries is always a win, but it does highlight how different they are generationally. When one partner thrives off digital expression and the other avoids it completely, it can lead to misunderstandings or even feelings of imbalance. Imagine pouring your heart out in a sweet post, and the other person can't, or won't, reciprocate publicly. That could start to sting after a while.
Yes, that's exactly right.
What's also worth noting is how Riccio has adapted to Caroline's rising career. She's constantly on the move, and according to her, he's the one who often travels with her and their son.
And I'm very blessed to have a great support system, an incredible husband who's the best father to our little son.
On one hand, it's great that he has the flexibility. He's a property mogul with big dreams of owning a sports team one day. But when one partner starts making all the sacrifices, that can be a problem. She even admitted that Riccio gets more time with their child than she does, and that being away from the baby every day is emotionally, physically, spiritually tough.
I think every working mother understands the demands, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, there is a sense of guilt. You feel like when you're with your baby, you should be focused on your job, and when you're at your job, you want to be with your baby.
So what happens if that dynamic shifts too far? If Riccio feels like he's constantly the one adjusting, pressing pause on his own goals, doing the majority of parenting, resentment could easily creep in. A successful relationship, especially one under the public spotlight, needs to feel like a two-way street. So no doubt Caroline and Nicholas have made some major life moves in a short time, and it's clear they've got plenty to navigate along the way.